Welcome back to a fresh episode of Missin Curfew, fella, Updogg.
How we doing, buddy?
I like the green, Irish green.
Is that Irish green?
How does this sound? Does this sound too close?
No, but
What do you
the only
think about
thing
this?
is, no, I think it sounds good. The only thing is when you move that thing, it sounds like, it sounds, I don't know what you want. It sounds like your car tire needs to be tightened up. But
It's funny you say that. My BMW was saying I got to get the tire pressure checked. I thought they just did it by themselves. Like you hit a fucking button and the tire gets, Are we not there
you
yet?
would think so.
Right?
For for probably the $1,200 a month that you're paying for the thing.
Listen, 2 years ago, fucking things humming. I'm like, yeah, this is your monthly, no problem.
It's just
now I'm like, why am I paying this for a fucking car?
You know that it's just the cold air.
Is that all it is?
When the cold air changes, and it's been a little chilly last couple nights. I don't know if you noticed. You probably like that.
I have listen, I have noticed, and I'm ready to leave California, bro.
All right,
I'm getting there
for more reasons than just.
I know.
You thumped your way through Newport already.
Shout out, by the way, to the new Joey's in Newport Beach. I've yet to eat there. I'm going tonight. I'm taking Tom Riley and hopefully Todd Pickup and Joe Moody. You're welcome to join if you like to. But I went there Friday night for a cocktail with Thomas J. Doherty. This place is massive, Updogg.
How big? Like old school Joey's back home.
Like
those like you think about the Joey's back home, like Toronto, Calgary, Edmonton. These places are pretty big, and they're stockpiled with vodka.
No, they are stockpiled with beautiful women back home.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember. Listen, I went into Joey's, I went into Earl's, I went into Cactus Club on a mission. First of all, get the chili chicken. Right?
I love how they all have their own form of chili chicken. Each one. Yeah.
Give me a kokanee. Ice cold kokanee and some chili chicken, and then I started just to look around. All right, here we go. I mean, I've talked about this a lot on our pod, but the one in Winnipeg, I would go there right after practice to Earl's.
Yeah.
Or Joey. Is there a Joey's? Gotta be in Winnipeg.
No, the
right?
Cactus Club, I think is.
Was it Cactus Club?
Yeah, it's Cactus Club.
And I just sit there all day. Shift change, see them come through, second line to the first line to the power play, like everything.
If you had early practice, you're going to get the shift change. And that's always nice.
Yeah.
Because the ones that get off early, they got a free night to themselves. The other ones, you got to wait line. If you got a game the next day, you can't be out too late.
You had a great question to Lauren Gardner about the girls that were hung over for Sunday football.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Shout out to our boy Matty Fernandez. Text a girl on our Missin Curfew Instagram and text this girl who's on the team, and she was like, "Never me. I was always in full form." So there was a girl on the Broncos cheerleaders that was just said, "I don't care if it's once a week. I'm getting licked on Saturday night."
So Matty found it. You got
Matty and our boy. Shout out to Alex Goebel, I guess, partied with this girl back in the day, and she was known on a Saturday night not to just going in for curfew if the Broncos had the Colts come to town. She was like, I'm going to Market Street and mixing it.
It's great. Yeah. I mean, come on. It's like they're a team too.
Yeah, they are a team.
And in the team, you always got to, how's that mic doing?
Obs.
I don't know. Is it bad? Does it sound bad when I do that?
Yeah.
I can't hear that. Can you hear that on your end?
Yeah, it's right in
Move
my
yours. Okay.
No, it's not the ringer. It's just like it has something to it. But
is it just the muffling?
No, it's just a little.
I gotta be honest. I'll tell you why I'm concerned. And this is probably up your fucking two guys' wheelhouse here. I start the podcast and I sound like I'm way back here. Welcome to a fresh episode, and then by the end I feel like I get here. So if I'm sounding off back there, Bing, let me know. Let a fucking guy know, would you?
I will.
All right,
Binger's back there just rolling doobies.
What are you doing back there? What do you got on the screen right now? Tell me what you got on the screen.
I'm doing notes for the rundown. I got Missin Curfew episode 151.
I know, he's a pro.
So you are working back there.
You could still probably roll a doobie with one hand and do your notes with the other.
Okay, I'll leave the microphone alone. What were we talking about? Joey's. It's unbelievable, massive. No TVs though, Updogg.
Let me ask you this. No TVs? So it's not a real Joey's.
So who do we talk to? Do we get on the email chain and say, shout out to Hannah Wilson, I believe her name is. She hooked me up with the reservation tonight. Do we say, hey, we need some
well, Rusty's boy is the guy, the owner. Yeah. We should probably not butcher this guy's name because he's got quite the business. But it's everything we're missing down here in Newport. We're missing a good quality Joey's with TVs to watch football in, hockey in, right? This should be they're trying to bring Canada down to Newport Beach. How do you do it without TVs?
I think Canada's trying to get out of Canada. That's what I think. They're like, listen, if we build enough restaurants down there, it'll feel like home. Let's go.
Let me ask you, same menu? And there's no way they got a kokanee on
it. I didn't see a kokanee. I went right. Listen, 2 bars, one right at the front, and then one back cheese. They had these heaters humming back there.
I'm sure it's cold here now.
I know, but The bald spot I got was getting even. I'm like, hey,
You should have put a toque on by.
I'm like, sweetheart, can you turn this fucking down just a smidge? It's burning the last hair I got on top of my head.
That was hot.
I don't want to know what the bill was to keep the heaters on that night. There was just a row of them on both sides, like orange uppy, like so hot. But
so are we
I
going to
haven't
take?
had the food yet. I'm going to eat there tonight.
Oh, it's tonight. Okay, I was thinking it's tomorrow. I thought you were doing a little dinner for the boys tomorrow. That was where I got a little mixed up because we got the golf game, we got a good guest coming on, and I was thinking, you booked,
Well, Loops wants to do dinner tomorrow. Unfortunately, I got to watch hockey on Wednesdays because I got Cooley coming at me Thursday.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
and he's got a South Florida trip coming up too, so he's got to be fired up.
It's funny. We got to try to find, because we're going to do a live stream show from our house. We're not going to go to the All-Star game, and he's doing play-by-play on Sirius XM. So we should try to get the feed at our house of him calling the game
while
we're watching him.
Yeah, it's easy. We just log on to Sirius Radio.
Can we do that?
Yeah, the O'Brien Coolis special. Yeah,
because he's doing play-by-play. He hasn't done it for years, but
maybe he should have us call in.
First period guest.
Yeah, why not? From the house.
From the pool.
Yeah.
Hold on, Updogg's flipping the burgers. Updogg, what'd you think of that first period?
Where's the cheese? Pass me a Coke and he got it.
Yeah. So Joe, but I'm excited to eat the food there tonight, but the bar's great.
Nice.
You should see the size of the kitchen. We're going to get to Vancouver. There's too many cooks in the kitchen in Vancouver. At that Joey's, there was too many cooks in that kitchen. They were just...
Well, the one thing is, this too, you start a restaurant, you don't want to fuck up the food.
Yeah.
You mess that up right away, no one's coming back.
Right.
The drinks, it's hard to really screw up that, but you mess up that chili chicken, no one's, you're not going to have a lineup out the door, which is what you're looking for.
It's sold out for the next 2 months, I guess, every night. People in Newport, they don't really cook, right? Not a lot of people cook to begin with.
So the boys back home are wondering this, listen to this pod. How are the girls looking in there?
I was impressed.
Like with the waitresses, right?
The staff was, good looking women. Okay. Lots of staff. The place is massive. When you go, you'll know what I'm talking about. Still not back home though, but maybe I'm not the same guy I was back then either, right? Like I was playing in the National League, coming in with a suit on.
You can still have National League standards
with the name on the inside of the suit.
Don't ever let the National League standards fall off.
It's still not as good as back home.
Okay. That's fair. I didn't think it would be.
Yeah.
Because they're lining up back home to work there. I mean, the hottest ones are coming. But listen, think of Winnipeg. Think all little towns within a 3 hour drive of Winnipeg.
Thinking, God, it's cold in the corner, Porter and Rush or whatever.
There's a lot of little tiny communities in there with, young boys and girls
Winkler, Manitoba,
wanting to get the hell out of there.
Dustin Penderson.
And Winnipeg is the closest city. And when you get there, their good paying job is working at Earl's and either getting that afternoon shift and having everyone drink beer. But a tab at an Earl's is just as big as a tab, here at a Morton's.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a great job for someone young, and they stockpile them in there.
Yeah, it's great. So it was good to see Neat TV's in there though.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know how the chili chicken is.
Yeah.
After tonight's experience. But speaking of Morton's, I'm going to the desert this weekend. I was tossed between Mastro's and Morton's, and I went Mastro's with you.
100%.
Yeah.
Mastro's all day long.
What about the onion bread at Morton's, though?
Onion bread? I think you go
Remember the onion bread they bring out? It's like a big round thing with a knife, and the butter was just... And you get the Cajun ribeye at Morton's. You ever got that throughout your time in the National League?
No, not really.
Wow.
You know what I used to get, though, is at the Bloomin' Onion from... The Bloomin' Onion from
Outback Steakhouse.
Hey, look at these two boys. Hey, you get stoned and go there, don't you? That'd be nice.
Now I'm paying attention.
Break out the fucking Pepto-Bismol and Tums after that.
But the Bloomin' Onion. And I actually had onion rings the other day. Izzy was just crushing them. But you know who we used to take for Bloomin' Onion all the time in Nashville when I was young? Partner.
Yeah.
Fuck, did he love the Bloomin' Onion? Yeah.
What was the I don't know if you're gonna remember this, is going way back. If you don't, I don't. The pregame meal in Nashville when they would eat that.
Amerigos. We used to go see our sisters there. We get the chicken with the angel hair pasta and the little vodka cream sauce.
Great
all
spot.
the time. It's my first ever pregame meal spot. First restaurant I ever was at when Scott Hartnell picked me up for my first NHL trip.
What was it called again?
Amerigos.
I would take Partner to Amerigos, and he'd have fucking vodka sauce from here down. I'm like, Partner, how'd you get it there, fella?
He'd have it all in his mustache and everything. God, fuck, what a guy.
I love Partner. My one year, he carried my bag out for me. I give him a little tip. He's a beauty. I love Partner. So
called me the devil boy all the time.
He wasn't the only one that called you that, Updogg, that's for sure. NFL football. Up, you talked to me, fella. Last time I talked to you, you said, I'm taking all the all the underdogs. The Updogg underdogs you told me you're going to take.
Well, listen.
Did you stick with it?
Started good. I took the Jags against the Chiefs, and I mean, I had Mahomes as my quarterback in fantasy. So
My quarterback.
Don't touch my quarterback.
How nervous were you when? Well, I guess you had the Jags. So you
I had
weren't
the
nervous.
Jags. So listen, I was nervous down the stretch where they got that last drive touchdown for the cover. So that worked out for me. And then I decided to bet against a team I actually like, the Eagles, just because I didn't like the line and they had 2 weeks off. I thought maybe they'd come out a little shaky, and they absolutely steamrolled the Giants.
Yeah, so much for my. I think Maxie faded me on that one. So much for my. Hey, they play 3 times in a year. They're going to know what they're doing. I had Giants +8. I watched 3 drives and then turned it off. Started watching UFC fights. It was over. I'm like, this is corn dogs. Fucking Daniel Jones. He's such a nerd. I can't bet on this.
Yeah, and I liked him the other.
Are you going to give this guy 150 bananas, Daniel Jones?
I don't think so.
Like,
I mean, he hasn't got over like 15 touchdowns a year.
Are you guys giving this nerd biscuit 150 million?
No.
No.
150?
What? I don't know. What's guaranteed money now for a quarterback? I don't know.
If Dak's getting what Dak's got, the
Yeah,
Daniel
we're gonna
Jones
get
is
to-
worth every penny.
Yeah, we're going to get to Dak. I mean, Lamar Jackson turned down 250 bananas. I know
Yeah,
I'm not
that-
saying Daniel Jones is him.
No, he's not even close.
No.
I'd give Lamar that. He's
Even with a wonky knee?
No,
Yes,
he'll
yeah.
come back strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't overabuse it. If he made the playoffs this year and went deep with a bad knee, I would consider like, well, this knee could be banged up. But he probably took care of it.
How about Andy Reid, taking care of Mahomes? Did you see
Yeah,
that?
that was great. Mahomes wanted to come back in. He said, you're not coming back in until you get an x-ray.
Yeah,
Get the fuck back there.
yeah.
So that's smart. I mean, you give the guy, they gave Mahomes, 500 million
500.
bananas, right? Yeah, 500 bananas. You can't let him go back out there if his ankle's broken or something. You
No,
gotta-
I know.
And I got to give Chad Henne credit to go down 98 yards. Right?
I thought that was.
I was shaking the cobwebs before our pickleball game, which we're not going to get into on this podcast. But I got pinned on Friday night, so I'm like, I got the pickleball game. So I was going in and out of the sauna, hot tub at Big Canyon. I come out, Mahomes is out of the game. They punted to the 2. I'm thinking, oh my god, here we go.
I know.
Coming out of the steamer, what a drive.
What a drive, yeah. Well, what a shitty, thing for football and for fans if Mahomes and the KC Chiefs are done, like
Yeah.
immediately. That would suck, and it still sucks that we're gonna see Mahomes in there. I think at some point, but I've had wonky ankles for a long, long time. They're not perfect.
You almost had a wonky one on the. Well, you did on the pickleball.
I
court.
did.
Well, I'll tell you, boys, I can't. We got our ass kicked in this
We did.
pickleball tournament.
Yeah,
we
we
played with the elite players at Big Canyon. We lost 2 straight, but Uppy almost rolled his ankle, and I almost blew my Achilles out on the one play. I was like, Uppy, what's it feel like?
We're
when you're-
podcasters now.
when
Right?
your
We're not
Achilles-
such athletes.
So
as
we
once
got
were.
brought down a peg or 2. So Doug Allen, maybe we're not ready for you, but
So just getting back to this Eagles thing.
yes, get back to it.
I'm wearing green today because I just put a bet on them to win the Super Bowl.
I'll bet you they don't.
What kind of odds do you want to give me?
None.
Nah, what do you mean?
Well, what do you mean? What I mean?
I just got plus 250 for them to win. You're just saying you don't think they'll win. Who do you think's going to win? Let's have that.
I mean, we can get into that too. I think Joe Cool and the Bengals
And
are
the Bengals.
fucker going all the way. I liked them at
I
the
love
start.
the
I got them
Bengals,
at
too.
plus 750.
Oh, the Bengies? You
I did
do?
at the start of the playoffs. I got them at that. And the Bills are out. I took the Bills at the start of the year to win the AFC Super Bowl. So there's 2 G's gone out the window. But I just thought as the season went on, the Bills they missed Von Miller.
Yeah. The Bills were
Yeah.
they were scatterbrained.
And I love Josh Allen. He's got to learn how to hold on to that pigskin a little bit more. Like, you can't just turn it over. Like, you can't think you're invincible, which
I
he
know.
almost is, but like, hang on to the
Well,
nugget.
there's going to be a time, and he went kamikaze the first 2 years, and it was, he made a statement for it. Became a face of the league because he would put his body on the line like that. But come these crunch games, but winning quarterbacks win games because they know how to protect the football, and he just didn't. And his relationship now with Stephon Diggs is in the trash.
I know that Eli Apple
Whatever the hell's
was
going
chirping.
on
The quarterback for the Bengals was chirping. Those guys on Twitter. One thing about it, we're going to talk about Connor McDavid on ESPN too. How's it going here? These football guys go at each other on Twitter. It's great.
Yeah.
Hockey players start doing it.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah,
I just would be like, fucking whatever. Why just stir the pot? It's great.
as
for
soon
the
as
game.
you become that sort of elite guy, you can.
Yeah, if you're a 4th liner just called up from the fucking
You're not
Manitoba-
chirping like,
from the Manitoba
hey, Leon
Moose.
Draisaitl, yeah, nice backhander, you pigeon.
Yeah.
No chance. So, yeah, I like it. I haven't seen much of it, but
Yeah, so the Eagles, listen, they look. What do you love about them? Just how
everything.
Yeah.
O-line's fucking unstoppable. Their D
That
are good.
Wayne Johnson is
the building,
biggest
like,
guy.
okay, so, for example, San Fran, Joe Purdy. Not Joe Purdy. Joe Purdy's a sick musician,
What's
though.
his name? Bruce
Brock.
Purdy. Brock Purdy.
Joe Purdy's actually Binger would like Joe Purdy.
I'll tell you what, Brock
Good
Purdy
singer-songwriter.
should have threw about 3 fucking picks against the Cowboys.
I know.
Trayvon Diggs, I mean, that one you got to catch. I don't care if you got football equipment on or you're fucking as baked as Binger is. You got to fucking catch it.
I
Hit
know.
you
It's
right here.
right,
Like, come on.
right in the belly.
So I'm with you on Purdy. Can he go into the link?
Right?
Yeah.
No chance.
But he doesn't have to. I think they will. I do think they will beat the Niners probably, but I just don't think. I think it's Joe Burrow's year, and probably because my money's on it.
Hey, where's the Super Bowl at?
Arizona. You'll be in St. Bart.
That's right.
You're going to miss the Super Bowl. You're going to be in St. Bart's.
No, we'll be watching it.
Yeah.
But
what's the time change there?
Oh, it's just a little later, I think. I don't know. Yeah. It'll be on probably like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's on turf.
It's on grass.
Oh, they wheel the grass out. I knew that from when I played there. That's, by the way, that's what every damn NFL stadium should do, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Let the guys play on some grass.
I'm going waste management. I'm leaving for the Super Bowl, though. I'm getting out. I'm not staying for the Super Bowl.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm going to be on my couch.
What day are you going to go into this?
Waste management Thursday night. Thursday night.
Oh, nice. Thursday, Friday. Do you know who the acts are?
I'm going to tournament Friday, Saturday. I don't know who the acts are at the Bird's Nest. I'm not sure.
I think it's a treat.
Does the waste management end Saturday?
No, and Sunday.
Okay.
It ends usually like a couple hours before the Super Bowl starts.
Right. I know some of the tournaments are shifting around this year, though, so I didn't know if that was one of them.
No, but Obie mentioned this weekend with the boys. This tournament is one of you're going to see every best player
Mandatory.
PGA Tour. Yes, it's one of the mandatory ones. What do they call that? For the
Steeler
money
told
that
us.
they get?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Steeler told us on
Top
the
titty?
pod.
No, that's not called top
Yeah,
titty.
they get the top titty.
They get the top titty dollars. Updogg, are you not scared about the Niners D? They look like they were on fucking steroids on that field yesterday against the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is still probably at home in his sick mansion in Dallas. I mean, their D, I don't know. Are you not worried about the 49ers
We got more
D?
weapons, though, than just like when Pollard. I said that.
When Pollard went down, me and
on
Loops
purpose.
looked at each other like, fuck.
See, so once that happened, the Eagles have weapons.
I know, but McCaffrey.
All they had was CeeDee Lamb.
Debo Samuel. Who else do the Niners have? Am I missing somebody else offensively?
Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk, the other receiver.
There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, once Dallas
Kittle.
lost that guy, their weapons offensively were done.
Done.
The Eagles have, they have the best.
Yeah, they have
a
AJ
running
Brown
game.
and Smith, who are exactly like two different types. Smith is lean and fast, and AJ Brown's a beast. And then they have a great running game with
Great
Saunders.
running back, and then the quarterback can run. So it's almost like, all right, well, now you're going to San Fran's going to see an offense that they haven't really seen in a while.
Yeah.
So
No, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. I want to see. We're going to wait. If it's Bengals, Eagles, in the Super Bowl, I will bet you.
yeah, for sure.
We'll see
We
what
got
happens.
plus 750, huh? That's
Plus
nice.
750.
Well, I think it's looking good because they should be walking through KC with no quarterback. To me,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not. It's tough to say Mahomes. I'll bet against Mahomes though, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They went in last year and beat them, so I'm just thinking they can do it again, right? If they did it once, they can do it again.
Yeah.
And for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott. I mean, I've had this conversation with Loops over the years. Like, I think he's a great guy. I think he works hard. I think his injuries have caught up with him, but like, I don't think he's the guy either. Like, if you're playing for the Cowboys and they give you that much cash, like
No, and neither is the running back.
Ezekiel Elliott needs to get on the old foot ladder. Remember the ladder we were
He
doing?
is-
He's so slow. He's as
Yeah.
slow as I was when I fucking did the end of my
And
career.
his cap hit just bumps up next year. He's making so much money next year. It's insane. How much money is he making next year? Like 30?
Is that what it is?
It's
I
something
mean-
stupid.
He's only good in the red zone. Other than that, when they handed the ball to him, the Niners D was on him so quickly that it was just like
He's not doing any of this, is he? He's
not.
probably doing too much of it, actually.
he might want to grab the short fork for a little bit. So
10.9 million in 23.
10.9 million.
That's a lot for a guy that just has like 1.7 yards average.
That's
every
just give him
run.
to the red zone. He hammers it in. Yeah, that's all he does. So we'll see. I mean, I wanted to see Cowboys, Eagles. I wanted to see that for just the
I know.
fights in the stands and chirping. It would have been great.
San
So,
Fran, though, they're a sick team. It'll be good.
I was at the Wild Goose. Well, you were there. You were there. There's so many Niners fans at the Wild Goose. A lot of Niners fans live down here, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, they want to get out of that shithole San Francisco and move down here, right? You can't blame them for that. Can you?
No.
Place is terrible. When's the last time you've been there?
Probably the
Outside land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
The thing
I
about
went
those
there.
Niners fans is they're all used to be Raiders and Niners fans. It's kind of BS, those NorCal people. And then they move down here and bring them
Bandwagoners.
both with them. Yeah, so if one of those teams is doing good, they got a horse in the race, you know?
Got a horse in the race, fella. I don't know. It was a great atmosphere. That McCaffrey is a fucking beast.
He's
Isn't
playing
he?
hurt, huh? I think he's playing
playing
hurt.
hurt?
I think he's got a bad hammy, is what I read.
Fucking hate to see him healthy then.
Yeah, I know. He's
That
scary.
last drive, he just said, give me that nugget. I'm taking her. See ya. Head down.
I mean, what a catch by Kittle. That was the whole game.
Kittle's such a beast.
That was the whole game. But wears no gloves.
Does he not wear gloves?
No, he doesn't wear gloves.
I mean, how Travis Kelce had 14 catches. I'm like, how does these guys get open all the time? Like, is there no way
Kelce
to defend
can run
them?
like a 3.7 or whatever. Kelsey's a beast.
Yeah, but
he's
do you
fast.
He runs like two guys on him, or no? You can't.
No, probably not against an offense like that. No, because they pick you apart.
He's a
Look
beast,
at me
Kelce.
breaking down.
Yeah,
By the way, the coach for San
football
Fran
here than we do hockey. I know
that Shanahan's a great coach.
Good hat style with
Yeah,
him.
but he just makes the right calls. Like you never hear this guy making bad decisions.
You ever notice his hat game on the sideline? Always a flatty, always a sick
and he
hat.
tight. Wears hoodies.
Yeah, sick flat. You guys notice his hat game is just tight. Nice flatty with like a
Wears
sick
a lot of
logo.
black for having a red team.
Black, baby. You can't go
Just
wrong
goes,
with it.
you'd
Can't go
love
wrong
that.
with it, yeah.
Maybe he just leaves the rink with a leather.
He was the offensive coordinator when the fucking Falcons had their meltdown, though. You remember that?
Oh, the 28-3 game.
Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator for Matty Rice is when they meltdown against the Pats when they were.
I mean, yeah, is it all on the offensive coordinator? Maybe a little bit of the D.
Well, I mean, but they kept throwing the ball and shit,
that's
stopping the
dumb.
clock and
Yeah,
shit. I was
that's
like, just
dumb.
run it, bud. Run her. You got
Well,
it.
that's probably, I hate to say it, but that could be just a little bit of audibles because the guys are coming at you.
Omaha.
Yeah.
Omaha. All right, Updogg. You got your money on the Birds. I got my money on the Bengals, buddy. I can't wait to take it in with you. Live golf. Updogg.
Boys are buzzing.
The CW, which is,
Okay.
I just remember I was telling the boys before from the internship where Will Ferrell's got like the neck tat. He's working in the mattress store and he's like, hey, Gossip Girls, CW called. You guys are canceled. 400 bananas, Updogg. Is this right?
Oh, it's up there. I think they got a
me,
multi-year
man.
deal, bud, and they're finally like going to be able to advertise on cable television.
It's
Give
awesome.
someone, give those old timers who don't know how to work YouTube, opportunity to watch
That's
these guys.
true. You got to have. I think we talked about this a lot last year too. You got to eventually get it on TV. As much as streaming's taking over, you still need for Patty O'Brien up in Port Hope, Ontario. There, he needs to be able to find it somewhere on his bell
No kidding.
if he can figure out how to work the remote.
So yeah, 14 stops this year in 2023 for LIV Tour.
Are we gonna go to one or
I mean, I'm looking right here. We should go to this one in Mexico on February 21st.
we're going to Mexico May 5th, bud?
I
Put it
know
in
we
your
are.
calendar.
Yeah, no, I think this is good. I think LIV's making like a step to getting people's eyes.
I had this conversation with shout out to our boy Jason Beach, who played at Long Beach State. He's a dirtbag, good golfer, great caddy, better person. We just talked about, the PGA, man, it's boring. I'm watching this American Express Open this weekend, and some of these guys, they all look the same, they all dress the same, they all swing the same. Like, throw a chew in, spit. I don't know. Do something.
Chirp
Break
someone.
a rake.
Yeah.
Ask a girl for a number. Do anything. Fuck. Hey, where you staying, man?
Make this cool
You staying
again.
in La Quinta? All right, I'll see you over by the pool. Fuck, like,
Did anyone get that on camera?
look at that girl. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's like,
There's no bad boys.
come on.
Is there?
No. They all went to LIV Tour.
Yeah, where's Tiger?
Tiger. Get Tiger a cart so he can play whenever he wants and let him drive a cart.
Speaking of, these Saudis who spending all this money, did you see what they spent on Beyonce last week to play for 1 hour? 24 bananas. She made it the opening of this hotel. She flew in.
Wow.
She brought her daughter there. Daughter got on stage, sang a song with her. She made $24 million in 1 hour. So don't give me that bullshit about the Saudis spending all this money on sports. You just gave Beyonce, who's, everyone admires Beyonce.
Yeah.
They just gave her $24 million. She took it without, raising a fucking thumb.
Yeah. Well, who's
Wouldn't
not going
you?
to take $24
I
million?
know, but like,
I
let's
mean,
be
we're all going
honest
to
here.
take it, aren't we?
Yeah, but that's why all these guys are chirping, the LIV guys, because they're taking Saudi money when they're paying Beyonce to fucking play for it.
Jay-Z's still with Beyonce, right? They haven't got divorced yet? What do you think he says when he leaves? Hey, babe, have a safe flight there. Bring that 24 bananas back. All right?
I don't think he's worried about it.
No,
but
I know, but that's nice. Like,
At least she's not
hey,
spending.
have a safe trip, sweetheart. The
At
birds.
least she's not spending his Amex bill.
Yeah, the plane's filled up. Have a good time. Mate, don't forget that 24 million before you leave. Like, that's just for one night. To me, it's
One
crazy.
night.
I know.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Let's
It's
get
good-
over
good
there.
for Beyonce.
Maybe they got a studio over there. We can rip some
If you're looking for a podcast, email us here at MissinCurfew.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. We apologize again, no top titty. We're working through that, right, boys?
Yeah, we're working on
We're
it.
working through it. We've been working through a lot of shit here at Missin Curfew lately.
We have, yeah.
We're just lucky these lights still are turned on. Oh, fuck. Ups. We're lucky we played in the NHL. We'd be fucked, bud. But anyways, Saturday night, lock of the week. I pulled one off. Dallas won. I'm 7-4. Dallas was minus 320. So I had to risk 3-1. Anyone would put it there. Way to give your balls.
So you took a lock.
Well, it's called the lock of the night. Way to give your balls a tug. Because Updogg, I had to give my balls a little tug. I was watching Colorado. Vancouver on the Friday night. So I put my bet in for Saturday just so I didn't forget.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Doherty and Evan. I'm like, fuck, minus 320. I'm like, I got to bet it though. I put it on the airwaves. They got it done. Capitals took it on the chin. You're 7-2.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, man. I'm starting to see the ball a little bit better. I've been on a cold streak, but it's starting to come. Although I got a little greedy last night. I took the Leafs last night. They won, and then I took Flames, puck line. Weegsy, baby, if you're listening, why the fuck did you pinch down there when it was 3-2? But they won.
It's a good game.
I got to stay away from the puck line, Uppy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the right bet, really, right?
They were last night. Calgary was minus 3. I think the bet last night would have been to take the Blue Jackets, no? After I did it, I'm like, why don't I take Johnny Hockey going in here at plus 280, that he's going to go in there and spoil the night. He almost did, and we're going to get to Johnny Hockey. But anyways, Updogg, you go ahead, seeing how you finally took a loss. Max, what a great idea. So many games on Saturday night here. It might take us a second to get through it. Updogg, you do your thing while I'm looking at it here.
I mean, is this just standard now for the rest of the year when a good team's going to go play? It's like minus 350. Is that where we are in our world right now? It's like you got to risk,
It's in hockey. I don't know. I don't watch basketball, so I don't know. So maybe if people watch basketball, they can help us out. But in hockey, it's outrageous.
For a money line, yeah.
For a money lines, they get. Yeah, now in football though, a money line will get up to 8.
Yeah, it's just a sport with no spread, right?
Yeah.
So this money, the puck line is what you got to gamble with, and that's dicey.
That's dicey.
All right, listen. I'm gonna pick the Kraken.
Oh, you are. Okay, love it.
Blue Jackets at Kraken, they're gonna get worked. I might even puck line that. Minus 1.5.
Yeah, but our lock of the nights is money line. So boys out there listening, I don't know, gamble responsibly, but you're gonna have to give your balls a tug on both these because I'm going Oilers at home against the Blackhawks. That'll be. Fuck, she might be minus 400.
I know,
but they're not gonna lose. They are not going to lose.
No, they're not going to lose.
I'm not saying put your house payment on it, but whatever case of beer.
Yeah, but it still is hockey. They're not going to lose, but it still is hockey where they have sticks and skates and
I know
on any given day.
I know it's true,
but the Oilers. I mean, McDavid might have 45 goals by then. Looking for 50.
McDavid, I just can't see now. The Blackhawks beat So here's the thing on a money line. This is last week. Phillies Flyers Blackhawks at home. Flyers minus 215, 220. They're not a good enough hockey club to be minus 220 against any fucking team in the NHL. I know the Blackhawks stink, but they're not good enough to put them there.
Yep.
They lost 5-2 at home to Blackhawks. So to me, it's like those are the ones where you really, right? The teams that aren't very good.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to have off nights. Yeah.
Right? Flyers minus 230.
I know.
2-1. To me, I was just like, I should have went the other way. But this one, to me, Oilers at home against the Blackhawks. I don't know. I'm interested to see what the line's going to be. It's going to be high. But you like the Kraken against the Blue Jackets?
I do. I just think Seattle's kind of on a mission. I also like the Bruins on the road there. If anyone wants to just go for a little parlay, Bruins at Panthers.
Yeah, you could pick another one. I mean, Maxie picked it Saturday night. There's so many games. You want to give somebody else like that one? I'm saying if you're just trying to get out of a slump or something, I want to take the Oilers. I mean, the other one I like that night too is the Senators at home against the Canadians. A little hockey night in Canada, nation's capital. Brady Tkachuk. I like the Sens at home against the Canadian.
Yeah. Montreal's kind of played spoilers a little bit lately, but they got some injuries now too.
I mean, they've just been
Caulfield's out for the year.
Caulfield's out for the year. That one hurts. Canadians are playing all right. I mean, the Sens have been buzzing too lately. So, but the lock of the night, Updogg's got the Kraken at home against the Blue Jackets. I will take the Oilers. Updogg, first of all, congratulations to our boy Rick Tocchet. First and foremost, I mean, who's taking that seat at TNT? I think you should. I think I'm voting for fucking Scotty Upshaw. If anyone from TNT's listening, good looking guy, good hair.
I don't know if I have the suit game to get on there.
Oh fuck, we'll get you.
Like when Hank shows up and he's just rocking that.
We'll get the suit
perfect
game dialed for
button
him.
tie and bow ties. I mean, he's got it all.
Yeah, I guess they got enough
Can't
guys.
miss that guy.
They got enough guys with Hank. Jans is obviously doing it full time now, so they're not going to miss a beat. But I will miss Talk on TNT. I like that he was just.
He was
old
a grinder
school.
too. He's there every day, almost every show. He's He was the one that you kind of look to give you that raw, like full on straight up answer that you're looking for.
Now that we're talking about this, I'm going to be honest, and this is no disrespect to anybody else that's on it. It's just not as good when Biz isn't on it, right? Like Hank looks great and Hank's good.
Yeah.
And Jans is, just started doing it, but Biz is the show.
He's got flow.
Yeah, like he makes it fun.
Kind of why like this becomes fun with you is because we can flow together. Without Biz, you can feed off Biz as kind of like his outlook, because it's a very fourth line outlook, and some of the words that are mispronounced are incredible. I do it too. But it just adds, you can see everyone else on the panels a little more
loose,
laid back.
Exactly.
Not so tight.
Exactly.
It's like why you got glue guys on your team.
Don't grip the sticks, boys.
Yeah, don't
just fucking. Although they did a cool little thing last week after the iPad thing that Torch did. They just started ripping pucks at iPads. I thought that was great. I was like, that'd be fun to do with the Updogg, just in the studio ripping pucks at iPads. So,
I got lots of old iPads. We could just rip. Yeah. Let's do it.
Clear the history on those bad boys. So congrats to Rick Tocchet. They hire Talks, they hire Adam Foote, they hire Sergei Gonchar. I think it's unbelievable because if you watch the Canucks play this year, they can't play defense. So I think Talks is going to go in there. He's going to be himself. He's got two different defensemen. Adam Foote, Stanley Cup champ, blocking biscuits. Sergei Gonchar, moving pucks. I give Talks my full credit. Good luck, fella. Go in there and get him.
Yeah.
I think it's a great hiring.
Yeah, and I think the voice, he gets to come in with a voice of confidence. Him obviously winning a cup already.
Yeah.
Him winning 2 as a coach. Teaching Malkin, teaching Letang, teaching Crosby how to be these, go-to leadership guys that are going to be the core group of these guys moving forward. And they have. Those cups that Pittsburgh won, these kids were kids. Then they grow into being Hall of Fame players. And then to me, he's a guy that can build structure around these guys. Their penalty kill is 65%. They're giving up 4 goals a game. You know that. You can't win in this league doing that.
Their penalty kill stinks.
And then finding who the core group of this team is. Is Pettersson going to be like a leader, a vocal leader? How do you get the best out of this kid? JT Miller is obviously having a bad year, odd year. You and I loved this guy last year. We did think he deserved his contract. How do you get him... who is the core group of guys that are going to be the guys Talk leans on? Bo Horvat. Is he there for another 3 weeks, another month? How are you going to get the best out of him to turn this thing around in the right direction? There's little tiny things that he's going to have to start kind of chipping away at. Yeah. But tonight, his first game, which we're speaking Tuesday, I'm taking him. I'm betting him.
You got him in the same gamer.
I got a little money line against the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm expecting, you know what it's like when you come and play for a new coach.
Yeah.
It's like this kind of fresh breath of fresh air. Everyone's kind of got a clean slate, and you don't want to start off on the wrong foot or in his bad book. So I think it's a great opportunity to, for all these kids to start fresh.
Yeah, you feel like, phew. I had so much bad history with that old coach. Thank God he's gone.
Yeah, but I almost even think like the GM is like, all right, Talk, now this is your group. Tell me what you think. So all these kids have this fresh, guy behind them, watching them go out and battle hard. And maybe you'll see someone fight tonight that would never fight.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see someone block a shot that never blocked a shot. All these little things that, they were taking for granted with Gaudreau, they're not going to be able to do with Talk.
Yeah, and for people out there, and I was looking at it from Talk's perspective, like, why does Rick Tocchet want to come in right now? Like, right? Why not wait to the end of the year and get through your TNT? I think Jim Rutherford said, hey, listen, if you want this gig, we need you to come in here. And it's almost a good thing now that it is done because now he can, the next 30 games or whatever they have left, 20-some games, he can evaluate guys, right? Rick now Talk should come in there, get his hands on these guys, get to know these guys, see what type of guys are in the dressing room, their day-to-day habits. And then the offseason, Talk should be like, all right, listen, whoever it is, Besser, I don't like him, this and that. So I think for him getting in there right now, getting his handprint on, getting his fingerprints on it is a good thing for the Canucks. So I wish him the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck today. Blackhawks playing Vancouver. I think Adam Foote and Sergei Gonchar are great signings. So Johnny Hockey's, Princey put this right at the top of the rundown.
Of course
he wanted it right at the top. We had to bump her down a little bit, Princey. No one cares about the Flames that much. Johnny Hockey makes his return. What'd you think? Go ahead. You start.
I thought it was good. Listen, I read some quotes from Sutter before the game. He expected Johnny Hockey to come in and basically be the pulse of the game and lead the way. And if you watch the first period, he was all over it, right? Turning pucks over, coming in. He put two off the Calgary goalie's mask. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
put 2 off his mask.
Valdar.
Hit the post on another one. I mean, the kid was kind of all over it, right?
Yeah.
You could tell. Penalty shot. You think that place was as loud as it was in the playoffs, that Saddledome there, when he started booing him? Or?
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone knew he was going to get booed, so he comes out, they boo him right away. He touches the puck for the first time, they boo him there. Gets it back for the second time, they boo him. He gets a fucking breakaway, it's a penalty shot. I'm sitting there going like, oh, this poor guy. Like, he's probably just like, what the fuck is going on? And he went in and missed the net, but he was trying to go cheese on him. I just think it must have been overwhelming for him a little bit, right? Just for all that to happen. I thought he settled in. The sauce pass he made to Patrick Laine was fucking
beautiful.
National League.
Yeah.
And that's, if you could go back to the archives when we did our preview show, that's kind of what I envisioned this year in Columbus. And boy, was I wrong. I mean, they're going to that power play, saucy, boom.
Yeah.
It was sick.
He even did on the first goal. That other kid that shoots the puck like Laine, who's got 10 goals, and he shoots the puck,
Is
hard.
it the young Russian kid?
Young Russian kid.
Yeah, right-handed shot, snaps it.
He shoots it, but he's been watching Laine because the way he even shot it and as a celebration when it looked like Laine from behind. But anyway, another just great first pass and first assist from Johnny Hockey, doing things that he did in that barn for 10 years.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
I had the Flames puck line. Right? 3-2, everything's going good. My boy Weegsy pinches down the fucking wall. Weegsy, I love you, but god damn it, bro. You just hold the dots there. You're up 3-2. They won in overtime. I don't know. I think the bet we were talking was probably taking Columbus, but Johnny played great. Probably just a sigh of relief. Binger, you said something about the video tribute you were watching that you didn't like.
Yeah, so you guys were saying they're booing Johnny Hockey all game, and then all of a sudden they throw up a tribute and everyone's standing up clapping, and now he's everyone's favorite again. You don't boo the guy and then become his best friend after. You got to keep booing him throughout.
It's a classy game, baby.
You go out there and you find that fucking dog.
Every time Machado comes to Dodger Stadium, I'm booing the fuck out of Machado. Machado will never get a tribute video and will never get love from us.
Yeah,
Wow,
but he won a World Series with you guys.
So
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't.
Okay, well,
he actually lost. He struck out the final out.
Well, see, that's all right. That's
But
all
like,
right.
why are they booing him? And then they're all standing up ovation. It's like
Bunch of gremlins going to that Dodger Stadium. That's why.
Oh, there's not gremlins going to Calgary.
No, there is.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You were there.
It's that Canadian hospitality being, you know.
Hey, listen.
Sorry for booing you.
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
The kid's getting one video tribute, and then they can boo him for the rest of the time he comes in there. But for the 1 minute and a half video tribute, they stand up, they show some class, then they get back to booing.
They should have shown the tribute though before, because they were booing him all night, and then they show the tribute.
Yeah, but you got to wait till that first TV timeout in the first period for the video tribute.
Yeah,
Can't just play it right off a fucking warm up. You can't.
Right now,
You got to get to "Oh Canada," then you got to get to the Star Spangled Banner, and then you got to drop the puck, and then at that 6 minute mark, the fucking tribute comes on.
So let's say he scores that PK, and they're winning. They do the tribute video. The Calgary fans are going to cheer on him after he just scored against them.
Yeah, they would. Just for
sad.
that one time, and then it's on. Then it's fair game.
All right.
Imagine they just would have booed him through the video. That would have been that would have been better.
No one gets up. The kids are all sitting down, giving him the finger and stuff, throwing jerseys on the
Only
crowd.
in Philly that would have. Something
It
that in
is.
Philly. We don't have the backbone to do that up back home. They had to give him a six.
We're too nice.
Johnny Hockey, hopefully we see him in South Florida. He's an all-star. Then listen, he's leading the fucking Blue Jackets in scoring by 18 points, by the way. So,
He just got his first power play goal the other night.
I mean, I'm just saying, let's pull these up real quick. Make sure this is not fake news here. Team. Of course, the Columbus Blue Jackets is the only site that I can't just fucking pull up their stats right here. Where is it? Here we go.
They're not even allowed a website on the.
Johnny Hockey's got 46 points in 47 games. Patrick Laine's the next guy with 28. So Johnny's gone in there and done his part. The rest of the team, I drank the Kool-Aid. I didn't make him the second wild card spot. How's that fucking?
Yeah, that's tough. It kind of looks like our Florida team back in the day. I don't think any of us had over 45 points.
It's tough there. So, anyways, congrats to him. Hopefully, we see him in South Florida. Updogg, milk carton. My milk carton is. I'm putting on the Vancouver Canucks players here. Now the ownership, the Aquilinis are paying 3 coaches. You got our boy Travis Green fired. You got the nicest guy maybe in hockey history, Bruce Boudreau fired. Now you got an absolute legend, Rick Tocchet, coming in there. It's time to figure it out, boys, all right? Look in the fucking mirror as an ex-Canuck player. You got a great fan base with a great city. It's a great place to live. They treat you unbelievably. You get everything you want, especially if you fucking win, all right?
Yeah, it's
I
great.
don't know if there's any single guys on that team, but once you start winning, boys, it's even more fun there. So to me, I'm putting the Canucks on the milk carton. This is your third coach. Those core guys that you talked about, it's them time to step it up. Have some pride, figure it out, play hard for talks. I'm putting the whole Canucks players on there. It's just not good enough, Updogg.
I kind of like the challenge that's kind of lies ahead for these guys. You know, all the eyes are on them.
Big time.
You know, goaltending's an issue, right? Like goaltending, yes, and that like a good team can get hidden by how bad they are if the goaltending is stealing the show all the time.
Yeah.
If you're a half decent team with terrible goaltending, it's like a tornado's coming through town, right? So the goaltending will sort itself out. Now you have Rick Tocchet behind you, coming in the room. You start turning pucks over. You start playing like you did before, not caring, not giving a shit. You're going to hear talk. You're going to hear a guy like Adam Foote speak, right? This is different now. This isn't bubbly Bruce Boudreau, who's a great guy. This is now like Tocchet's in there for a reason, to turn this thing around.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't like the way the guys' body languages are, the way that they don't buy in, it's on. We are, as media guys now, we're going to sit back kind of knowing what's going to happen because we played the game. It's not going to be pretty. And these guys are going to get, booed out of town if they can't turn this thing around. So
yeah. Good luck, boys. Turn around, talks, go get him. My second milk carton is this guy. I've been tough on him a lot since this podcast. What is this, episode 151? William Nylander. I've ripped him a lot, sitting right across from you.
Are you putting yourself on the milk carton?
No, listen, I could, I guess, but listen, he's got great flow. Him not being an all-star. He's leading their team in scoring, tied with Mitch Marner.
I love this.
I know Austin Matthews has to go. I guess I'm saying I don't want Mitch Marner to go. I know he was the guy they picked right away because of his point streak and everything. I think William Nylander. I think William Nylander has better style. I'd rather go to fucking TFS with him. And
I agree.
I want William Nylander at the All-Star game. I'm putting fucking... Can we get one more vote in there? Let's get him there somehow. I know we can't.
What other team just sent 3 guys? There was another team sent 3.
Listen, Stuart Skinner's going for the Oilers.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure either. Hellebuyck, Rantanen, McKinnon in the Central, Draisaitl, Horvat, Skinner in the Pacific.
Can we be honest? Why? Someone tell me this right now.
This is tough with the Atlantic Updog. The people who got voted in were Matthews, Pasternak, and Vasilevsky. Maybe Vasilevsky could sit one out, and we get Nylander in there. No, he doesn't need to go. I love him. He's unbelievable, but he could take a year off an All-Star game. He's had fucking 10 straight. And then Panarin, Fox, and Sorkin from the Islanders. But I just think Nylander, him not being there sucks, Updog. I think he deserves to be an All-Star, man. He's got sick flow.
And on any other team, sometimes he carries that team.
Yeah.
He's like the one guy, like, yes, he might not be firing his body around, but he's also just, I think he's engaged. He's engaged himself a lot more in these games. And a big reason why he can carry like the second and third line. It's not like he's playing with Matthews and Marner all the time.
Yeah, they've been mixing him up between, he plays sometimes with Matthews and sometimes he plays with Tavares. I think right now, lately, he's been playing with Matthews and they've had Marner with Tavares. And then your boy Michael Bunting's out there too. But I just think Nylander, I think he would have showed up to the All-Star game in South Florida with some sick outfits too, right? Like, I don't know if Mitch Marner's going to bring that to the table, Mitchie.
He's going to bring like kind of that, he'll be looking like, what's his name? Drake back there. He'll be like kind of like, high tops and... He'll be wearing like the YSL jacket.
I'm breaking out a pair of high tops.
I know you are.
Actually, so maybe I should be chipping Mitch.
But Nylander's kind of got that like Swedish kind of,
He's got the flow.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's leading the team in scoring, tied with Marner, 56 points. He's got 26 goals, so Updog.
Yep.
He's plus 18. Marner's plus 6. Austin Matthews has to be there. I get it.
Who picks that? The fans?
That's voted by the fans.
Skinner got in because of the fans.
Can we get one more vote for William Nylander? Can we get it going?
Well, he's still got time. Listen, he's still got time. Someone will get hurt.
Someone will get hurt
in the next 2 weeks.
And then I don't care. William Nylander gets in there.
Has anyone said like I don't want to go yet? Because it's in Miami.
Not yet. Not yet.
If this was in Columbus, there's going to be a lot of guys dropping out.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to go either. If it was in Columbus, but
he's like, guys, would you stop talking about me on air? I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. I'm going to fucking Cabo or wherever we go. But anyways, I think he should be an all-star. Milk Carton, the Vancouver Canucks players, and William Nylander not being an all-star brings us into our next segment. This Guy Fucks, brought to you by our good friends at Life Force Updogg, promo code
Curfew.
Wanted to give some love, obviously, to Stammer. 500 goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Stammer, congratulations. But why it's on This Guy Fucks, Beers again. Ice cold Bud Lights again. I mean, Coop and the boys there. If Bud Light does not sponsor the Tampa Bay Lightning, then I don't know. Their PR staff, get on it.
Yeah, I know. And Patty Maroon. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got the Budweiser contract,
on,
doesn't
baby.
he? I think he does. So, yeah.
They have more fucking ice cold Bud Lights than anyone throughout the course of the last couple of years. Stammer, cheers, ice cold Bud Light.
500. He can get 300 more. He keeps going, I guess.
What a pass by Killer.
I know.
Toe
Oh,
drag.
yeah. Toey in Van City, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
yeah. How are you?
Stammer backdoor. How are you?
God. There's not many times he's getting the back door. He earns a lot of those goals with that wicked shot he's got.
Stammer,
500
man.
goals.
500
I remember
goals.
playing with him at the World Championships as a rookie in 2008 or 9. And he still was like, had that like eye of like, he just wanted to score. He wanted to be like an elite player back then. So congrats, buddy. That was amazing.
You talk about Steven Stamkos, you go Steve Yzerman, Joe Sakic, Steve Stamkos.
Yeah.
And that fucking order for right-handed captains that win cups, drink fucking Bud Lights.
Lemieux
I
was
don't know
also
how much
one,
Bud
right?
Lights Joe Sakic was drinking, but I just love this team, man. And they're coming again. Listen, they're coming. They're 59 points. They're sitting in third right now again. Gary Bettman's NHL.
Johnny Coop.
We'd get the Leafs and Lightning again. I don't know, man. This Tampa Bay team, and they're going to do something at the deadline, and we got a little rumor coming up. But anyway, Stammer, congratulations. Wanted to give some love to this guy, Fox, Vince Dunn in Seattle. He's played unbelievable for the Kraken throughout the run. Him and that Adam Larson. And then
Contract year.
Contract year.
Vince done.
Awesome.
Pay the kid.
And then, obviously with our boy, the Fact Daddy being out, Tarasenko, I think is back last night. I'm not sure, or tonight. Jordan Cairo and Robert Thomas, the guy that we've talked about a lot. They've picked up the slack up, dog, and they've been doing some fucking there, and they've kept St. Louis somewhat relevant. They're not going to make the playoffs, in my opinion, at all.
It's
but
tough now.
Cairo and Thomas, if you're Doug Armstrong and you sit back and look, all right, I got Tarasenko, who you have to get something for, and then if you want to trade Ryan O'Reilly to get some assets, it's got to make him feel better that these two kids have kind of stepped up with Factor and Tarasenko out.
That's what they've invested in.
Yeah.
So they have to. Now, are they going to be the guys that evolve and make everyone else around them better? They are picking up their slack, but this team's core will change in the next year or 2 years, especially if they don't make the playoffs. There's going to be a shakeup. Will these guys be the ones that make everyone better? Because we do know that the Shens of the world and the Factors and the Schwartzes, everyone that kind of came through that core group of guys from St. Louis made everyone better. So will these young kids kind of learn from that, and how will they act when they are those guys?
Exactly. But I thought we wanted to give them some love just because there's two guys we have, both of us, and you being a former Blue alumni, a guy who played hard there, have called out, and I think they've stepped up. Doug Armstrong, good luck to you, buddy. I don't know which way you're going to go. And then last but not least, Connor McDavid has 40 goals in 48 games. It's fucking outrageous.
It is.
And he does more fucking than anyone. He's the best athlete in the world right now, probably.
When does he get 50? Put a bet on it.
40 goals. When's the next fucking 10 games?
No, I bet you not even. I bet you he does it now in I bet you he does it in the next 7 games.
Before the break?
Yeah. How many games left
Hold
before
on,
the
let
break?
me check. I got to stand by here. I'm on it. I got a little sketchy. Watch this Oilers sketchy. Hyman's on the front over there.
He wants
All right,
to go into
Updogg.
this break with 50.
Well, it's starting Wednesday night when they play Columbus. He's got Columbus at home, the Blackhawks at home. Fuck, he could have 3 both there. That's all he's got.
Oh, he's just got 2 games.
He's got 2 games against.
No, so okay.
So he's going to have 45 by the break.
Yeah. He's going to go on a tear. Kind of like when Gretzky was at that, getting 50 and 38, and he went for 4 or 5 the one night. This guy, he wants to be make a statement.
Then he comes out of the break. Ready for this? He goes on the road, but he goes into Detroit, Philly, and Ottawa. So he will have 50 before February 11th.
I mean,
will.
write it down.
He will.
Yeah, he is. I'd say he gets it in the next 7 games, if not earlier.
That would be 5 games if he did it by February 11th because of the All-Star break. And then he goes into Montreal on the 12th. And then he's got Detroit at home. I mean, he's going to score every game. Every game he's going to score.
I'd say he does it in Montreal. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something. On a Sunday
What,
afternoon.
write it down. Montreal.
February 12th.
Sunday afternoon. McDavid's getting 50.
2 days away from Valentine's Day. Don't forget to get your girl something. Mark that on your fucking list too. But I gotta say something bad about him though, and it's not even bad, but I just gotta say it because we live down here, and I don't know Connor. You know him. I would love to meet him at the All-Star game. I hope we get to bump into him because I would just want to say what's up and respect to him. I don't know him, and I get it. He's a pro and he does his thing, and But he comes on the other night after Edmonton, Tampa on SportsCenter was SVP, Scott Van Pelt. We're trying to sell this game down here, Updogg. I want Connor McDavid to go from making $12 million to making $20 million a year. If that's going to happen, he needs to give more than he gave SVP in that interview. And people may say, Obie, you're a fucking idiot. It doesn't matter. Well, down here it does. Scott Van Pelt was trying to give him lob balls.
Yeah.
And Connor was just like, yeah, you know, we play hard and we got a good team. And, you know, yeah, he's deserved it. And
Yeah,
come on, you're the best player.
Biz got him going a little bit on the TNT stuff.
Little bit.
Started talking about his hot tubs and stuff like that. It's funny, but he does have a great personality. But you're right, that camera gets put in his face. He was trained as a young kid, and Sidney Crosby is no different. Crosby's no different. And I watch, obviously both of us watch Crosby do this as a young kid coming up. They're taught to say the right thing, and I don't even know. You could tell even by the social media aspect of it, right? They don't want to put themselves out there. They want to focus on being the best hockey player they could possibly be, and that I think that's like a distraction for them to kind of give a reporter something that that a robot wouldn't get.
I know.
It sucks. I totally agree with you. 99% of people within our game would agree the same way. Our top guys would be, if they're our most colorful guys, this game goes places it's never been. It's just hard to get these, it's hard to. Now maybe there's better personalities out there to get him to say stuff. That's why ex guys that have played with Connor maybe should jump into media and start talking with him and get him to lighten up a little bit. Get him to say stuff that's not.
Maybe when he wins one.
Yeah, that's
maybe
very
when
true.
he wins one. Maybe he's waiting until I got to win one, and then maybe he's just so focused on winning a Stanley Cup. Which, if you're that good of a player, I understand.
Yeah, no, I swear to God, I think he is, because he's he's told me he's shut off social media basically for an entire hockey seasons to focus on the game. Like it's just what he does, and that's.
Maybe we should have tried that.
No chance.
Did you guys hear them talking in that game the other night about
no chance
comparing him to Mike Trout? He's the Mike Trout of hockey.
I love Mike Trout, and Mike Trout had a hilarious video with his kid the other day where he faked to hit the kid's it's so you have kids, you know this. He hit the thing, and then the kid looked at pretended he started crying. The kid's fake headbutt. I think Connor McDavid is better than Trout at Trout's highest level.
Yes, for sure.
And I love Trout. But Connor, what he's doing right now, Maxie, it's a good comparison to when Trout was in his prime, right?
Well, may never win a championship.
Well, and it makes sense where people say, is Trout the face of baseball? Because he's not the most, with McDavid, he's not the most exciting. He's not the most out there on social. So is he really the face of baseball? He's the best player.
He would
but
be
he's
if
not.
he played for the Yankees, though.
But Ronald Acuna.
Hey, that's a pretty girl down there. What if she plays for one of the Yankees?
No, but if you stuck him in a market that they actually cared to win baseball games, he would be the face. If he plays on the Red Sox or he plays somewhere.
But he's like McDavid, where he's an introvert too. He's not a talkative, outgoing. He's not like Aaron Judge. He's not
the face of baseball.
I don't know.
Face of baseball, I don't feel like you need to be out there so much in the media because you don't wear a shield.
Yeah.
You're like this, and you have the face already. You're not hiding behind a helmet.
Yeah.
But in California, they stink, and he's not going to get put on that level because you need to play in the playoffs. You need to be, But it's the same. It's like Connor because up until last year, he wasn't playing in any playoff games. And how do you become the face just holding the Hart Trophy every year? That's not. I get that.
Yeah, I guess I would say. To Connor, I don't know you, but I would like to see it. He just won a big hockey game on ESPN. But maybe if he's not going to be the guy, whoever the guy is on the Oilers, send Tyson Barrie to do the interview with Scott Van Pelt then, because Barris is at least going to give him something. I don't know. So it's just something I thought about. But McDavid, man, wow.
Bring two guys. How about that? How about
bring us on?
No, but then they do the NFL after
bring
the
us
NFL.
On for fuck's sake.
They had Kittle and Purdy.
Bring them all.
And that's probably why, because Purdy wasn't going to give you much, and Kittle was kind of laughing, going well, this is Purdy's
Kittle's looking at the camera during the game, winking at it.
Kittle's making out with his girlfriend on the sideline before the game. Did you see that? He just gave her I'm like, that a boy. Way to get
was that all he was doing? Or
get the cock stiff before you go out there.
Maybe that's why his hands were so fucking soft. He
gave her a full makeout session on the side of the field before the game. Me and Loops were like, look at that. Holy shit.
How'd she look?
Couldn't see, all you saw was his big head and Kittle.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy. But McDavid, honestly, great for the game. I don't know, Updogg. I think if they want higher salaries and we talk about it, you got to get the game going down here. But last but not least, the rumor mill I heard Matt Dumba's name come out. You got healthy scratch by your boy D. Everson, Kyle Dubas, Jason Spezza, whatever you guys are doing. If this guy is available for the Minnesota Wild, you get on the fucking blower with Bill Guerin. A right-handed D-man for the Leafs. If you could go Dumba, and then you go Liljegren, and then you go Connor Timmins down the right side of the Leafs fucking back end come playoff time. Now we're talking. You take that Justin Hall, you tell him to go up to the press box, have some pizza. Now we got a chance up, dog. I'm telling you, bro. So I think Dumba to Toronto, if he's available, would be an unbelievable fit. And then one I heard, shout out to O-Dog, James Duthie on the quiz. I was watching this game. They talked about Julian Brisebois.
Yep.
Always pulls a rabbit out of his hat. They said Ryan O'Reilly to the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, Coop. If you're listening, Coop, I know if you're smoking a cigar, having maybe a cocktail. Could you imagine having Ryan O'Reilly on the Tampa Bay Lightning? The way they play, their pace fits his game perfect.
Yeah.
Their dressing room fits him perfect. Coop fits him perfect.
Fuck, he'd look good in Lightning.
He fucking look great. I mean, it just, to me, I don't know, Fact Daddy, what you're thinking, bro. I haven't talked to you in months, but if that's fucking circling, that's, to me, a great fit.
So how do their centers look? They go
Point, Stamkos, O'Reilly, or you've moved the Fact Daddy up to the second line, put Stammer on the right wing.
And who's that?
Nick Paul.
Nick Paul, but then they also got that little guy, the little lefty. That's kind of their like rover. They used him.
Hagel?
No, they used him everywhere last year, and he was
Alex. Sorelli. Sorelli goes down. You can play him on your fourth line, third line. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, he's good.
He's really good. I mean, let's look right here.
Let's break it down.
Lightning. So right now they go Hagel, Point, Kucherov. I mean, you could even slide the Fact Daddy up on the left side there. Then they go Sorelli, Stamkos, Killhorn, Colton, Paul, Maroon. So see, if you add Factor, Maroon goes down and plays with Bellemare and Perry where they're going to become playoff time. Now you can bump Hagel down to the third line with Nick Paul. You can put Sorelli there. You put the Fact Daddy with Stammer. I mean, it's just, there's so many options for him now, right? There's so many options for Coop. And it just, to me, I'm not a cap guy, as you know, Updogg, but to me, if you can make this work, the Fact Daddy is a great fit there. And wouldn't that be fun to watch?
Yeah, it'd be great.
I may move to Tampa for the playoffs and rent a little one bedroom somewhere.
Even like Killorn, Stammer, and Fact Daddy. You can fire Stammer on the left side.
Stammer could play the right side, you put Killhorn on the left or vice versa, and you put Fact Daddy down the pipe. Stammer can play the wing. It's to me, it's. Is
this a James Duthie? And
this was a question by James Duthie on the quiz, and
nice.
I believe O-Dog or one of them answered where do they think Ryan O'Reilly's going to end up, and they said Tampa Bay. And I just thought, and I started looking, and I love John Cooper as you do, and we love the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they love Bud Lights, which we know Fact Daddy likes. That was a little JMO. Yeah. And the pace they play at is good for Factor.
It is, yeah. That's great. Great analysis.
Rumor mill.
Great analogy.
Last but not least, I want to finish this off with you. Updogg, if we were on the Boston Bruins right now, how much would we be going out? They've lost 5 games all fucking year.
That's crazy.
When I won, I went out. It didn't matter what time the bus was the next day. If I won, I was going out unless it was a shitty town and I was hurting from a couple previous days. But Uppy, how much would we be going out? Would Patrice Bergeron have to pull us aside and be like, "Hey, fellas, hey"?
I don't think so. He'd be more like, "Fellas, where are we going?"
Patrice would be.
Yeah.
You think so?
Like, yeah, we just ripped off 8 in a row and we're beating the best. We're beating all of our teams that are sizing us up.
He's like, I haven't lost a face-off in 2 months, boys. Where we going?
Yeah. I'm blocking shots in my face, and he's a warrior. I mean, that guy's a warrior. Brad Marchand's doing things that he did at a fucking young age. Yeah. It's crazy.
You know, I think he'd be texting us on this team if we were on it. I think Nick Foligno on the road would be texting us.
For
boys,
sure.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
What do you got lined up? I think Nick Foligno would come out.
I mean, talk about why they maybe are in the spot. They got great character guys like that.
I would drag this kid out. Trent Friedrich. If I was on this team, I love this kid. But let's go, fella. I got the black car lined up. Just jump in, okay? Just jump in. Hampus Lindholm. I think if you get him in the right situation, he might have joined the boys. Would me and Taylor Hall have to bury our what would I have to do with that guy? Would we have to bury it? I guess I would if I was on a team. I don't worry about it, buddy. Shit happens, eh? I don't know. I love this team. I pictured me and you on it. And God, we'd be going out a lot, wouldn't we?
I can't wait.
Just winning?
I don't know. It's just the feeling, just getting a W coming in and Practice is off the next day. Hey, just green light.
Green light. Get in there, feel good, have a little soak, a little steam. Hey, are we going out for? I'll take option day.
Yeah, the worst thing was like if you have a night planned and you lose and you got to like text the girls like shit. We can't go like we're caught here.
Listen, we thought we had 10 guys, but now it's just me and O'Brien that are coming.
But we're coming.
Well, listen, don't tell the girls to go. We're still coming. But listen, we had 8 guys. We lost 4-1. They're not coming.
But when you win, it's all for it. Like everyone's in.
Even the guys that don't want to go out, they're like, we're coming.
You're just like, listen, we're still coming. Keep that table booked. We're in.
Could you imagine 5 games before the All-Star break or 2 games before the All-Star break having only lost 5 games in regulation?
What's this Olmark going to make next year?
Your Amex, think about your Amex bill.
Oh, yeah. I might be using the fine fund, though.
Your fine fund would be $1 million.
It'd be $1 million already, right?
It would be.
What is the Boston Bruins fine fund at right now? They can't spend that if they tried.
I might reach out to Nick Foligno and see if we can get him to come on because I would like to talk to him. I love that kid. His speech was, I would like to know what their fine fund is at.
Yeah. Good question.
Or are they just motivated? They're like, we're going to win a Stanley Cup. I don't know. I have to enjoy the wins ups.
That's for damn sure, but you still, you need to keep it light.
You got to enjoy the wins.
You can't just win and show up like not hungover.
Yeah.
You got to be sweating it out a little bit. Right?
You haven't lost all you do is win. Chicks dig winners. Maxie, we got time for one curfew call, fella. Tee the boys up. Updogg, that was a lot of fun, bud.
All right, here we go. This is a beauty here that has left a good call for us.
Fellas, Nick from the Beer League Players Association. Listen, I know you guys are NHL Wild Boys and you were in the NHLPA, but we got to get you in the Beer League Players Association. We travel all around the world with each other playing hockey. We make our teams by beer chugging contest. We don't care about winning. The only thing we care about is the parking lot and the locker room. And I know you two Buttes know a lot about those two things. We don't have any curfew over here in the BLPA outside of just one more beer. Let's talk about it.
Well, if you want to go somewhere, come to Vegas for the curfew cup.
Just one more beer, huh?
Just one more beer. I mean, listen, if I played men's league, that'd be the only reason I played, right? Is to drink beers with the boys.
A lot of late games, too. Like we used to think a 7:00 game was late. Some of these boys, my brother says, like sometimes their ice times are at like 9:45, 10:30.
Think about it from your perspective. If you played hockey down here, you'd have to wait till the kids go to bed, so you'd want to play at 9, right?
I'm fucking sleeping by 9 now.
Well, I know, but then you're also not playing men's league. But I'm just saying, like, if you got kids, you got to put them down to bed.
For sure.
I'm assuming that's right.
Yeah, it's the only time your old lady would let you, like, give you the hall pass.
Yeah. I know, right?
It is. It's true. It's like, I don't know. And then you coming home. That's a long night. Coming home pinned.
We have our men's league is our golf. So I see what you're saying, but I sit in that men's grill on a Friday and I keep them going on.
So that's tough for me to do too. I usually can have 1-2 glasses of Pinot, pay all you guys what I owe you, and then I'm gone.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm losing a lot of money on the golf course lately.
Well, listen, I'll tell you one thing. You want me to give you some advice? I meant to tell you. I'll tell you on the air. When you got a bogey putt the fucking thing. And if you miss it, take the 6. Like if you lost the hole already. Like sometimes you'll just pick up a 5. Like that's good. Be like, no, I'll putt that. And I'm not saying try to miss it, but if you miss it, you made 6, and then you'll get a couple.
I forgot to put my score.
You'll get a couple more strokes. You scrape a lot of bogeys when you've lost the hole, like that are going to be good, but you should still putt them
for doubles.
I
should.
Yes, I've been telling you. I meant to tell you that.
You've been enjoying taking my cash though. So
listen, I'm going through swing changes. I went from a 7 to a 9. I almost can't play in the fucking Friday game anymore. I got to tighten it up a bit.
Yeah, you are. I'm giving you a shot every other hole.
I'm a 9, bro. I'm a 9. I've earned it. I haven't broke 80 in 2 months.
By the way,
but I'm coming for you.
If I put my score in now for the round last Friday, does it show up on my? I don't think it does.
I don't know, but you're supposed to put it in right after you're done playing.
I know, and I forgot this round.
Not you.
Huh?
Did you forget?
I forgot my wallet at breakfast. I forgot to put my score in here.
Let's see. Forget your head if it wasn't attached to you. So anyways, on the curfew calls, Maxie, thank you. Keep those coming. Me and Updogg are going to do a bunch of curfew calls moving forward here in the new year. The one show we did, we got great reviews. We love doing it. Max and Binger love doing it. Keep the calls coming. We're banking them, and we're going to run out probably 5 to 10 curfew calls here for second half and into the off season. So keep the calls coming, boys. We love them. Updogg, you the man. Max and Binger, thank you, Hall Pass Media. That was Missin Curfew.
Fella.